There's an easy way how you can lose a lot of money with cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin has a very low inflation rate of 2% a year. This is why a lot of people like to invest in Bitcoin, as their money is not losing value to inflation like in the US dollar, where a lot of money is being printed right now, which is a huge thesis for investing in Bitcoin for a lot of people. Bitcoin also reduces its inflation rate every 4 years in half, as the mining rewards are cut in half. And eventually the mining rewards will come to zero, and Bitcoin will even become deflationary as people pass away or lose keys to their Bitcoins, which means that, for example, if we went to a 1% deflation a year, that would mean that if you're holding Bitcoin, then if everything else stayed the same, then the value of your Bitcoin increased by a 1%. But not all cryptocurrencies are designed like that and have such a low inflation rate. For example, Zcash. Zcash has an inflation rate of 28% a year. So if everything stayed the same and you would be holding Zcash, then you would lose 28% of your Zcash value every single year, which is quite a lot. But I'm not saying that you cannot make money with Zcash. Right now everything is booming, and Zcash will probably earn you some interest as well. But in the long run, holding Zcash definitely has its cons, because it has this huge inflation rate. Another example is Cream Finance. It is a DeFi protocol that's quite popular, and I had done some research on it and decided to invest. After all these green days, I noticed that for some reason the Cream token wasn't performing as it used to. I went on to coinmarketcap.com to check its chart, and I noticed that there was a huge market cap increase of the Cream Finance, but the price did not increase, which means that there were a lot of tokens put into the supply, which diluted your share and my share, and in essence I lost money, as this could have made up a higher high. But yeah, this is what happened, and I decided to close my position. Apparently you have to be staking the tokens in different pools, and then you are rewarded by more Cream Finance tokens. But I had only a small share of the tokens, and I didn't want to bother staking them. So that's my problem of not doing proper research on how the supply is added to the circulation. So that's my problem. And if you go to the chart, you will see a huge decrease in value. That's a whole other story, as it got the Cream Finance got hacked pretty much with a flash loan. So what you should do when you are investing in cryptocurrencies, you should go on CoinMarketCap or a different website that provides data on cryptocurrencies, and check what is the circulating supply. Currently of Cream Finance, there is 21% of all the tokens released into circulation, which means if for some reason all the tokens were released the next day, then you would lose 5 times the value that you have invested, which is a lot to recover even in a bull run like this. So when you are investing in cryptos, definitely check out and research how cryptocurrencies are providing their supply. Another example of the same problem that you might run into is 1inch tokens. It is a decentralized exchange aggregator which is a very promising project, And the initial supply came from people that were using the exchange and got an airdrop of 1-inch tokens. Basically, they got free money. Now, I was not a user, so I didn't have any tokens, but I do see a lot of potential in the project. So I was starting to think that I should probably open up a position of 1-inch. And luckily for me, I recently read that they are planning of doing a second round of airdrops, meaning that if you are a user, there's different criteria, you can find them on their website, that if you are trading, you will be getting another round of 1-inch tokens, which is again awesome for you if you are a user, because you will get free money. But if you are an investor and you're holding these tokens, then it's very likely that you will be losing money, as the shares will be diluted with more supply. So that's definitely not great, and you should do your own research. I didn't do the proper maths of how much more tokens are going to get into circulation, but if I'm planning on opening a position, it's definitely going to be after the extra airdrop to people, to not get caught in this dilution. Another example is Chainlink. Chainlink, well, their developers have a lot of tokens, and they are like clockwork, selling a bunch of them every single week, which is pushing the price down quite a bit. Now, obviously, they need the money, but it's a good thing to research before investing if the developers are constantly selling and pushing the price down, or maybe the supply is completely decentralized and there is no such risks. When investing in cryptos, you need to definitely research the ways how the token supply is being produced, because it has a lot to do with how the price is going to move. So yeah, don't do the mistake that I did with Cream Finance. Do research how the supply is being produced. With DeFi projects, there's a lot of staking. Sometimes you can ignore this. If you are staking, for example, you buy 100 tokens and the inflation rate is 20%. And if you're staking, you get the same 20%, then you're not really losing anything. You are losing if you're not staking. So in essence, research the supply. So this is it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. And if you like this video, make sure to press the like button, and I will see you in the next video.